have an urgent public alert. The Willowbrook Sheriff's Department is seeking the public assistance in capturing a serial killer. Suspect description: male, approximately 5'10" with a medium build, last seen wearing a Santa suit with a white pillowcase mask. He targets his victims in neighborhoods and walking trails, uses blunt objects to subdue his victims, leaves candy canes and notes saying, "I'm watching you." Signed SC at crime scenes. If you have any information, please contact the Willowbrook Sheriff's Department at 555-2398 or wbsheriff@willowbrook.mo.gov. You can also submit anonymously through the Willowbrook City Hall. Please stay vigilant. Be aware of your surroundings, especially in wooded areas, walking trails. Avoid walking alone at night or in isolated areas. Do not attempt to bring down this subject yourself. Report any suspicious activity to the authorities immediately. Let's work together to bring this killer to justice. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to my new podcast, Horror in My Hometown. Now, what I'm going to be doing in this podcast is investigating the entire case of this killer Santa Claus going around in the town. Hence the name Horror in My Hometown. So what we know is the basics. So far, we only know that he is dressed like Santa Claus. And already that's a giant red flag. Okay, why do you gotta ruin something so legendary and iconic just because you're a sadistic prick? You know what I'm saying? Kids from my generation, you knew who Santa Claus was if you grew up around this. You know, okay, you're good, he's gonna bring you some gifts. You're bad, he'll get cold. And, alright, for example, whenever I was younger, my parents always said, "Oh, be good, Santa Claus will bring you all kinds of wonderful stuff." Whenever I was good, and guess what? Christmas Eve night would roll around. You were a very good boy. Now it's time for you to go to bed because Santa Claus will come in the morning. Guess what? I was so happy. Now you don't get that. Now you're being taught, okay, if you see Santa Claus, avoid him because he'll harm you. That's not okay. And the fact that this monster, and I say that because no regular human would do such a horrible thing. He knows that he's traumatizing people and children, and he doesn't even care. That's just the thing. So, kids nowadays don't get that, glorious Christmas Eve feeling whenever they think of Santa. They think, "Mom, why is he chasing me with a knife? That's not okay. That's honestly horrible." And the fact that he's that sadistic, like, whoever this man is, clearly has no sense of remorse. And that's horrible. I think that about does it for the first episode of Horror in My Hometown. But I will be sure to update you when I find more leading to this. Alrighty. I will be back.
Hi guys, welcome back to my podcast, Horror in My Hometown. I'm currently doing something a bit different. I'm visiting my parents' grave. It's been a few months. It's definitely been, past due for visiting. And, it's just, it's hard, but, I thought I'd vlog it because I just think that's respectful. And all of the guys, okay, some sick piece of shit has to be playing some form of joke. Just that this is not funny. I don't know if I should take it or move it, call the police. I don't know. I feel like somebody's watching me. This has me so paranoid. I'm actually at a loss. I genuinely don't know what to do. This is genuinely the most deranged and unhinged thing you could possibly imagine. It's not funny. I don't know why you would do that. You cannot be desecrating a grave like that. That is not. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end things here because I gotta figure this out because this has gone way too far.
Still afraid.
Stop it now, I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Hello and welcome back to my podcast, Horror in My Hometown. I have an update for you guys on the Santa Claus killer. It is now officially confirmed that one of his weapons of choice is a pair of hedge clippers. The newest sighting of him claims to have seen him wielding a pair of hedge clippers. So, if you know anybody that has a pair and that may seem kind of shady, please let me or the authorities know. So, me for the investigation, the authorities for the obvious reason. So I actually have to check my mail because I saw the truck out here and I helped my grandma pay the bills. So knowing our luck, it's probably one of the bills. Nice. So I'm going to set you guys down just right here. Remember that though, a pair of hedge clippers. What? Guys, listen to this. City of Willowbrook curfew. Due to the recent events in our town with the Santa Claus killings, Willowbrook Sheriff Jack Storm has issued a city-wide curfew for all residents. The hours of the curfew are as follows. 18 and older, 12 midnight until 5 a.m., 17 years and under, 10 p.m. until 6 a.m., The curfew is in effect immediately. Anyone found not following the curfew order will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Thank you. Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh god. He's literally such a monster. This shit that he pulled with my parents' grave already, and now he's causing a curfew? Jesus God. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. It's just... It just angers me. That's all for this episode, guys. I apologize for being kind of cut short. But remember, he has a pair of hedge clippers. Please help us identify this man. I've been Stuart Clemens. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Hello and welcome back to my podcast, Horror in My Hometown. Don't mind me cooking, and I hope you don't mind the Christmas music. Just kind of lighten up the mood a little bit. So I wanted to answer a question that I've been asked a lot on my past episodes. Why do I seem so obsessed with this case, and why am I obsessed with trying to bring this killer down? Well, long story short, I live with my grandma. And I'll tell you, that woman is a miracle worker. She's helped me a lot. She truly, truly has. And where's the story going? Okay, so this deranged Santa Claus murdered my parents. How I know it was him is what he does after he kills people. He tends to leave notes and candy canes on people's bodies after he kills them. So, the previous victim had a note pinned on him that said, "I'm watching you." Typical for Santa Claus because he knows if you're sleeping. So, it's kind of a, I guess, nod to what parents tell their kids about Santa. And he leaves a candy cane on the body as well. And I don't quite understand why he does that. It's just kind of weird. And you know, spending Thanksgiving with my grandma has really helped. Just having somebody still there.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
We interrupt your regular scheduled program for this special news bulletin. Police have reported that they have discovered another body located in the south side end of Willowbrook. It is said to believe that this is another victim on the ongoing Santa Claus killings. Sheriff Jack Storm commented that they indeed found the signature candy cane and note located near the body, which he believes points to the Santa Claus killer. No other details have been reported at this time. Please stay tuned for more information. And now back to your regular scheduled program.
Well, you heard it from the radio itself. Struck again. I genuinely don't understand this guy. What is the point of actually sitting there harming somebody dressed like such an innocent idea for kids? It's so complicated. Literally, on Thanksgiving with my grandma, I was telling her how it's just weird. Like, why use such an innocent character that kids are supposed to look up to? I know I say that in every episode, but it's true. Like, it's one of those things that shouldn't happen, but it does anyway. And I don't quite understand why. And the thing is just how brutal he's doing it. That's what I don't understand. He's a monster. There's nothing human about him. As I said in the last one, he may be biologically human, but he is no human inside. And it seems like nothing anyone's doing could bring him down. And you know, the messed up thing is, I'm not the only one he's killed the parents of. I know there's more. There's got to be. I'm, trying my best to spread awareness, but it seems like it's just coming up short. It seems like he just keeps on getting away. And it's actually worrisome. But yeah, the notes in the candy cage, that's just what's weird. They always say something around, "I'm watching you," apparently. Which, does, as I said, make sense for Santa Claus. It does make sense. But it's also creepy at the same time. Well, I'm gonna finish up dinner. I hope all of you are safe and doing well. I'll update you with any more that I might find.
Sure. Hey Stuart, how's it going?
Oh, same as usual.
Yeah? You still working on those vlogs?
Yep. As a matter of fact, I'm doing one today.
Did you hear about the new murder? Apparently it's that psycho Santa killer. Third victim this month in this town. Cops haven't got shit on anything.
Yeah, I've unfortunately heard about that. That's why I've been trying to do my own investigation, just to see if I can find anything that the police may have missed.
I don't get it. You'd think the cops would have something on it. No DNA, nothing. It's like, are they even doing their job?
It's hard telling, and it seems like it gets creepier and creepier. From the last I heard, he has a body there with a note and a candy cane. That's all that's left at that crime scene.
Yeah, and you would think they'd get something off of it, DNA, fingerprints, something.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's what makes this monster just even more horrifying. That's the point of my vlogs, just trying to put this all to rest and bring him to justice.
Yeah, I've been watching your vlogs. Do you at least have anything? Any leads or anything? Because the cops sure as shit don't.
So far, I don't have anything that's not released to the public. So basically, all the knowledge that I have is what's been put out.
But however, I will be going to the crime scene later, like the latest one, to get some information that they probably missed because they don't do anything.
Damn, that's crazy. I don't know about going and checking out crime scenes. I'd stay off limits of those. You don't know what you're gonna find, who you're gonna find. You can get in trouble, get hurt.
Oh, I'll be fine, and I'll have the vlog just in case anything happens. Who knows, I might even find something that the cops missed.
That could be true. The cops ain't done shit in this case at all. It's been going on for months and haven't got one single lead. Yeah, to tell you the truth though, if I ever ran into that guy, I'd give him a good fight. You know, he'd regret coming into our neighborhood, fucking with our families. You know,
Honestly, if you came across him, I'd just take off. He sounds extremely dangerous. If I were you, I'd just stay away so you don't get hurt.
I don't know. Like I said, he just better watch it, because like I said, if I run into him, you know, he won't have a prayer.
Well, I hope you never run into him for both of our sakes.
Maybe you're right, you know, but I'm off on my hike. I'll be looking for your vlog later tonight.
Yep, I got to buy some ornaments, so I will be decorating my tree later. You have a good one, buddy.
You have a good one, Stuart. Hello and welcome back to my podcast, Horror in My Hometown. I'm currently at the scene of the crime where the killer was said to be spotted last. I don't know how somebody could be such a sick bastard to literally take a time for giving and family and love and turn into a psychotic, monstrous killing spree. Kids are supposed to freaking look up to Santa Claus and love him, not fear him. They're supposed to wake up on Christmas Day and be bright and colorful and think, what did Santa Claus bring me? Instead of cowering in fear when they hear his name. But I do have kind of a big lead on this. Okay, so due to what the police reports have said, they believe that this body that he had here was dragged down these stairs. Okay, so as you can see, it's very hard to tell, but there's a trail of dried blood. At least that's what they think it is. And it goes all the way down the stairs. So he had to have dragged the body down the stairs. And that's horrifying, it really is. Now, over here, this is where the axe was said to be. It's kind of interesting, but it is also horrifying. And right down here is where the body was apparently said to be. It's honestly very I don't even know what to say. I'm both interested but also afraid. Because what if this monster harms even more people? And right here, there are footprints. This is very, very sickening. It really is. But my job is to document and put a stop to this by showing awareness. I'll see you next time on Horror in My Hometown. I will be sure to update you with anything I may find. Hello and welcome back to my podcast, Horror in My Hometown. I'm doing something a bit different in today's episode. I'm currently decorating my Christmas tree. This monster is not going to ruin my favorite holiday for me. And I wanted to answer a question that I was asked a lot on the last episode. And that was, what happened with my parents and how do I know it was him that did it? Little snowman ornament. But okay, I know it was him because of the layout and what happened. Nearing Christmas, I went to sleep so I could wake up, celebrate it with them in the morning. You know, typical Christmas tradition. Pretty little ornament there. And
Sorry, I just don't like talking about this, but for you guys, I'm going to. Now I'm stumbling on my words. But, okay. When I went into the living room this morning, well, that morning, I should say. See, I can't even speak right. But that morning, my father's face was severely smashed in. And he was completely unrecognizable. I don't know what it was that he used, but it had to have been some type of hammer or some type of tool, because he was unrecognizable. The only way I recognized my father after the Santa Claus killer had attacked him was his pajama set. And my mom was mutilated on her stomach. She appeared to be stabbed so many times that it created a ginormous gash. It was a bloodbath. And what makes me really know that it was him was the fact that he had candy canes on both of the bodies and the notes, "I'm watching you," and it had the signed SC, Santa Claus. And I remember that very clearly. And that's why I appreciate my name, because it meant a lot to my parents. And that's probably also a wonder, if you guys are wondering, my name is Stuart. They love that name, so they named me Stuart. And because it meant so much to them, that's why I love it. This is my Christmas tree, y'all. I'm Stuart Clemens, and I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas. I will see you on the next episode of Horror in My Hometown. Hello and welcome back to my podcast, Horror in My Hometown. So, I am currently at the scene of the crime once more, because maybe we can catch a sighting of him. Some serial killers happen to return to the kill scene, and maybe he's like that. We got some more snow, of course, but around this time of year, I'm not surprised. So far, I haven't seen or heard anything out of the ordinary outside of this being a literal crime scene. This guy is such a twisted monster. And see, that just doesn't sit right. This little passage underneath this porch. Like, to me, that is just weird in so many ways. I'm not seeing any form of sign of this guy. Or monster, I should say. It's just so decrepit. I might just go ahead and end the episode here. I will update you if I see him or anything, because anything to bring him to justice.
Hello and welcome back to my podcast, Horror in My Hometown. Today I have a massive update for you guys on the Santa Claus killer. I have 3 photos taken from the crime scene, and don't worry, these are not illegal to show as they were released to the public. I do want to start off by giving kind of a little warning to the audience that this may not be suitable for everyone, so if you're at all uncomfortable with seeing anything similar to this, I would probably skip this vlog if I were you. I care about my viewers and I don't want anyone to be uncomfortable by something that I post, so viewer discretion is advised. So the first image here is of a severed hand. The police are saying that this must have been the first victim due to how sloppy this was. Okay, you can kind of tell by that. Look how just sloppy this is. This is not a clean cut at all. So he had to have struggled a lot with this. So what the police are speculating is that he tried to cut the body into pieces and then got frustrated due to it being difficult and he torched the body. We'll get to that in just a second. But here's kind of a in-depth look at that. Looked at that, really? Now I'm starting to stumble on my words due to how just spine-chilling this is. I was not expecting this at all. Just look at that. That is just messed up. We do have another image, too, that's of another severed body part. This time it appears to be a forearm, yet another sloppy cut. So I do think the police are right on this one. The speculations all lead up to that. This is a very, dark situation, but also it's in a way interesting because we might be getting somewhere. And this could very much be something that's of use to the situation. And as you can tell, it's not very clean, so another unclean hacking? I don't know what you would call that. So the last image is the most interesting in my opinion, and also the most horrifying. This is the one that I feel like might disturb the audience, so again, viewer discretion is advised. This is the victim. This is why the police are saying that they think that he tried to cut the body up and got frustrated at the difficulty and then torched it. Because there is no way on God's green earth that is not torched. That looks like something out of a freaking horror movie. That is how sick that is. That is not... Oh, God. It's honestly making me sick just thinking about it. But here's a closer look. And to me, this whole entire situation is just dark. But these photos could help us identify this monster once and for all. I'm going to end things here because I'm going to try and find some more evidence. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I hope this may be a lead for you guys too. Maybe you guys can figure something out. Hello and welcome back to my podcast, Horror in My Hometown. I'm kind of taking today as a day off from the main podcast, as I've got a lot of running to do, like a grocery run. Got a few other things, gotta fix my car up a little bit. But the thing I'm most excited about is I'm actually going to Holiday Park to see the lights. I absolutely love Holiday Park. That was my entire childhood. And still today, I am a grown-ass man, and I'll go through there at any God-given opportunity. I wanted to also say thank you guys for all the support you've been giving on Horror in My Hometown. And I know this one isn't really related to the Santa Claus killer, but just wanted to, kind of vlog about life. Tell me how you guys are doing. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah. I gotta be heading out now, but thank you guys for watching.
Fuck it. You know what? Fuck this shit. Cops ain't doing shit. I'm taking this into my own fucking hands.
podcast, Horror in My Hometown.
This deranged Santa Claus murdered my parents.
Guys. Okay. Some sick piece of shit has to be playing some form of joke. I am currently at the scene of the crime once more because maybe we can catch a sighting of him. Some serial killers happen to return to the kill scene.
Just spine-chilling this is. I was not expecting this at all. Just look at that. That is just messed up.
Well, I hope you never run into him for both of our sakes.